England manager Gareth Southgate has a large number of attacking midfielders at his disposal, and we're going to take a look at what makes them so good. And it seems like at the moment there's a number of players all vying for those attacking midfield spots, and in some cases they have to be moved out onto the left or even the right side of the pitch to get game time and to get involved. But they are so good and at the very top of their games, influencing matches at the highest level in Champions League finals and European Championships. So Gareth Southgate has a big conundrum. What does he do? How does he fit these players into their team? And how can they influence matches so well? And why are they so good when they receive the ball to their feet? And we're going to take a look at the stats from the previous two seasons, from the season beginning of the 2020-21 season. And what we can see is that these attacking midfield players all get a decent number of goals and equal level of assists, which really at the top level is a very difficult thing to do. And we can see that some of them have a real ability to influence games regularly. And it's not just about the stats. They're also one of these types of players that can get the crowd off of their feet. And someone like Jack Grealish is a perfect example of that. During the 21-22 season so far in the Premier League, Jack Grealish has got a total of 28 key passes. Now, a key pass is the final pass or shot leading to the recipient of the ball having an attempt on goal without scoring. Now, this is a great number, averaging about 2 key chances per game. And this is something that's invaluable. And what they do is they play in the space between the midfield and forwards, looking to create that link where they can be creating opportunities and being a threat to goal. But players playing in this area can find it very difficult, with defenders pressurising them as soon as they receive the ball, forcing them to face their own goal, while receiving the ball with the back to the goal they're attacking. And this is something that typically these players don't want, as to receive the ball and turn under tight pressure is really difficult. Difficult because strong, imposing defenders can cover the space quickly that they're looking to turn into. So what these players need to try and do is to try and move away from the physical encounters by having good movement and quick thinking, creating separation between them and the defender, which is something that Pep Guardiola at Man City really relies heavily on, focusing on giving them attacking midfielders space and time on the ball so they can go and create and make opportunities for their team. And this can be done by separating the pitch into 5 areas, with 2 spaces created in between the wide area and the central area. And what we'd call that the half space. And this space is brilliant. It gives players who might be more technical and maybe less physical on the ball the opportunity to receive the ball in a bit of space where they can actually turn and face the goal. They want to try and face the goal in a position where they can go and attack. Whereas if they're receiving it in the middle of the pitch, the defensive midfielder may get behind them and force them back to their own goal. So this positioning allows players to find space and turn and be direct towards the goal, which is where they are most dangerous. And moving out into this half space allows players to receive the ball on their back foot and face forwards, giving them a chance to drive forwards with the ball and create opportunities by slipping in teammates through on goal or driving into that penalty area at the 2 centre-backs. And this can also be really good though, as it can pull the defensive midfielder out of position, leaving the opposition vulnerable. And top players like Grealish, Foden and Maddison are all brilliant at doing this, as it can lead to then more space for them to exploit in behind the defensive midfielder and in between the centre-backs. And top managers will encourage this, aiming to get their players on the ball in space so they can show their exceptional technical ability. And players like Grealish, Foden, Maddison, Smith Rowe and Mason Mount all have a great skill set, allowing them to go and influence the game. Gareth Southgate has a number of these players, with more coming through at his disposal. So if you're an attacking midfielder, look to try and get in the half space and then get in positions where you can drive forwards at the defence and look at creating space and opportunities with your passing and inviting pressure with your dribbling. If you liked the video, please hit the like and subscribe button so that you can see more of player development and how you can improve your game.